Pele and the club
on 947.
Say the last 48 hours of our lives has been consumed by a video that sounds a little like this.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna thump you. Look at him. Just look at him. You think it's funny?
This is the owner of.
I'm going to thump you, says the owner of this place. I'm going to thump you. And all of this because they complained about something. We must just stress that after doing our research around this video that had intrigued us, it currently is going to the High Court.
Yeah, they're in court this week on Friday.
They're in court. So we can't say much. We can't give names. Yeah. Cindy?
Court,
babes.
guys, no.
It's a place somewhere in Johannesburg, and clearly there was some miscommunication around what packages were included in this kiddies party. And long story short, these people complained, and then one of the owners got a bit aggressive and comes around the desk. You should see this video. She comes around the desk and she goes, I'm going to thump you. I'm going to thump you.
Hits his phone.
Hits
the
his
dude's
phone. It's a thing. It's currently
In court.
The best part of this video is that her assistant, I think it was assistant,
it's a son or something.
whatever, whips out a pepper spray. It's like, that's serious.
At a play venue.
Okay, so this is why we then went onto the website. This is Hello Pizza, hey?
This is of Hello Peter, yeah.
Google reviews, Hello Pizza, all of it. We went on there, and guys, it is a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole where people complain and then the owner replies. But listen to this.
Okay, so this is the complaint, right? This place is pathetic. They exploit and overcharge people. If I can, I would rate it a big fat 0. Obviously, you can't. You have to give it 1 star. This place does not deserve a 1 star. Pathetic and rude management. They go to them a month in advance. You ask them questions. They say yes. And on the day of the party, of the event, they break their promises. They're rude and disgusting. Never, ever book this place. They'll keep you hostage. You give them the number of guests. They set up half of that. They don't even apologize for their mistakes. They would rather shout at their employees. And then in capitals, this is when someone's serious about their review. Full caps, stinking attitudes of the management and very poor customer service.
The owner of this play venue replies,
Stand by.
we're desperately trying to understand how you were exploited and overcharged if you booked a month in advance, fully aware, capital letters, of the price and what it includes. Shouldn't you have opted for an affordable venue instead of paying the exorbitant fees that we charge? We've been in this business for 9 years. We know the type, let's be honest, throwing a tantrum in search of free services. Unfortunately, when it doesn't go your way, you gather all your friends to join you in a 1-star drive. Then it's like a clap. And thanks for visiting Josie's biggest and brightest indoor playground.
Right. There's a hashtag.
Hashtag what?
Flemmer bandwagon.
What does
Now
that
the
mean?
reason is because the Flemmer was the other person who left the review. So there was like a bunch of people coming in. Do you want to go? Maybe you should just jump into the replies, because that's what tickled us so much. This person complains: bad customer service, disgusting behavior, no food or drinks allowed into the venue once you're inside, prices are ridiculous, hosted a 3-year-old's birthday party and the owner agreed, blah, 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 right?
Owner, wow, thanks for taking time to write us an essay. You would have clearly saved yourself about 100 words if you took this much time to read your invoice, which clearly states everything is included in the package that you have chosen. You can't choose a budget package then expect us to include everything a platinum package has and then have a tantrum about it. That's a bit silly, wouldn't you agree? Every rule, every price, every term and condition is on our child-friendly website. Go have a look-see, and then she puts eyes there.
Eyes.
Go have a look-see.
Sorry, not a child-friendly website.
Go have a look-see. You might surprise yourself. Just as a side note, you were offered a full refund to leave, but opted to stay while shouting that you can buy this play venue. With humility comes wisdom and maturity. Guys, all I'm saying is the owner of this play venue, she has got time. After she tells you she'll thump you, she goes onto the computer and she answers all the bad reviews. But this is the question I want to ask, right? And this is why people never complain, because they're scared that this is what people are going to do.
Yeah.
Are you a complainer? Are you let's say something doesn't go right, like a service or supplier or something. Are you a complainer, or do you just sit there and take it?
I complain. I definitely complain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't know how often I've ever gone online to leave a review and complain. But I would definitely message the people if I wasn't happy with what it is. I definitely complain.
011-8838-947. Swing us a voice note as well. 084-0000-947. Want to know, are you a complainer, or do you sit with the pain with it and then you just quietly tell yourself that you'll never come here. And we want to know, what was the last place you complained at? We'll try very hard to not mention names.
Yeah.
So, for instance, just
So
say...
you don't end up in court.
Yeah, so you don't end up in court because these people have, like, ended up in court. Guys, it's going to the High Court, eh? That means it was... They like... Is it expedited when they make things go quickly?
Yeah. They're looking for like a serious interdict.
A serious interdict. Cindy, are you a complainer?
I think I really have to feel I've been done hard by, and then I will. So then I will. But you know what the worst part is about complaining is 9 times out of 10 you're speaking to the poor person on the phone who has nothing to do with the decision that you're fighting against.
Oh, no. Yeah, in this case, you're speaking directly to the owner, eh? She's speaking directly back to you.
So if I do feel like it is, and I've got a clear case that I was, like if I hadn't read the T's and C's or whatever, then I'll be like, no, guys, this is what you said.
But the thing is, what I love about this owner at this place, she's so sarcastic.
She's uncompromising, hey?
Even her applause emoji felt sarcastic.
She's like, there we go.
Well done, you.
Go to the child-friendly website and you would have known.
There's one more review we have to go through because her reply here is the ultimate.
When we come back, we're going to give you the cherry on top of all reviews. You complain to a place and the owner replies this. We'll read that to you and then we'll take your calls on whether or not you are a complainer when it comes to these things.
Anele and the club on 947.
See this family that had their birthday party at this place?
That's it. They would qualify for the drama.
They qualify for the drama here. Let's say you're having a birthday party. You've hired out this place that, it's like a play area, right? And there's a bit of a miscommunication. Then there's an altercation between you and the owner. And then this ensues.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna thump you. Look at him. Just look at him. You think it's funny?
This is the owner of.
Now that's the owner. She literally came around, guys.
Around the counter
to come and thump him. We want to know, because you watch things like this on the internet and you're like, yeah, this is why I never complain. Are you a complainer? Okay, do you want to see the manager? Do you write a letter to the board of directors?
How far will you go?
Those Hello Peter reviews that you guys were reading now, those responses, I know that place and I know the owner as well. She's exactly as she sounds.
Hey guys, I am a complainer, but I'm not going to complain to your face. You will meet me in Google reviews and Hello Peter. Thanks.
I had a bad experience with a spa. So those people just didn't massage me right. I kept the pain in maybe like for 2 weeks and I couldn't anymore. I just went complaining.
If I complain and you don't take me serious, I'll take you to Hello Peter. I'm that girl.
Complain for who?
Okay, speaking of Hello Peter, do you want to hear one more review?
One more review from this play, please.
This is my favorite review, right? So as a dude's giving his review of the place. Poor ventilation, kids dripping sweat, perfect business model, no drinks or food allowed, bags are searched criminal style on entry, everything charged at astronomical prices on the inside, and they lure you in, screw you over. Consider Rietvlei instead, right? Much nicer. Less chance your kids will die of dehydration. Okay.
Respond.
Please listen to the response. Wow. You sound like you were head bagged, bound, gagged while Ninja Turtles swiped your credit card. Have you ever visited our website? All our astronomical prices are well displayed. Some even have pictures in case reading is not an option. Kids don't die of dehydration. Their parents buy them things, milkshakes, etc. There's a number of beverages available, and just in case you're unsure, she says there's a number of beverages available at our restaurant, and then says, and just in case you're unsure, a restaurant is a place that sells food and beverages. Thank you for visiting our amazing weatherproof venue.
She's so rude. She's so rude, oh my word.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna thump you. Look at him. Just look at him. You think it's funny?
This is the owner of.
And Shem, this guy, because the video carries on, this guy's like literally like trying to move away from her, and she's just like swinging, and she's just like swinging, and she's swinging.
Because he started recording.
Yes.
And then obviously lost her mind.
And someone else is threatening with pepper spray. It's a thing. Tarika, good morning. Welcome to Anel in the Club.
Good morning, and in the club. How y'all doing?
We're good,
Morning.
Tarika. Talk to us. Are you a complainer?
I'm a complainer, a big one. A big one. You know what? Last year, I went overseas and I gave birth and then submitted the claim with my insurer within the medical aid within 90 days of their policies, right? So now I've submitted all the hospital invoices. And then they agreed to pay a certain amount. My hospital bill in hospital giving birth, it was in rand around 140,000. So they've agreed to pay 35,000. So I tried to complain, and then my husband was like, you know what, just let them pay the 35,000. When it comes to paying the 35,000, they're now giving me issues saying that in order for them to pay, I need to settle the entire hospital bill, of which I've made an arrangement with the international hospital that I'm going to be paying like a certain amount, right? So I've submitted. Now they're coming up with this whole thing of GRG. Then yesterday I complained on Hello Pizza. I went on Hello Pizza. They called me back. They're like, no, we'll pay you. Okay, we are going to pay you. Funny enough, they wanted me to submit the payment, right? I submitted what I've paid. And then they're like, no, we're only going to pay you the 7.5. I'm like, but we've agreed that you guys are going to pay me at least 35,000. The hospital bill is 140,000. So they keep on saying that. Sorry?
Why did you give birth overseas?
It's a long story. Okay, all my kids, I always give overseas. So they are like American citizens. So they were born in America, right? So now, yesterday,
this is very strange.
Yeah. Sorry, you're going to have to bring me up to speed. So does medical aid cover you giving birth in another country? And are you allowed to travel like when you're that close to giving birth?
No, I always travel around like your 24 weeks. You know, I don't leave.
You go like way ahead of time.
But are you allowed to?
Yes.
Because I mean, you pay for medical aid here.
They'll cover you.
Do they cover you anywhere in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I'm sure it's part of your insurance. Travel
travel insurance.
And then they said that,
travel insurance.
yes. And then they said that you need to submit a claim within 90 days. I was within the 90 days that on their website, what they said, right? So now they're coming up with a GRG saying that no, GRG said you must settle the hospital bill in full. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Yesterday I complained on Hello Pizza. They sent me a dispute form. I'm going to complain up until I get that 35,000 that they agreed to pay.
Okay.
Sure.
Because you complained.
You complain. And I don't want to take you on. What does GRG stand for?
I don't know. And this morning, I even sent the person dealing with the complaint. I'm like, can you please send me your GRG policy? I want to go through it. And I've got the letters from the hospital saying that I've got an agreement. So now they are refusing to at least pay that 35,000 out of a bill of 140,000 rand.
Okay.
I have so many questions, but I think this is a podcast.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I think you and I need to have a 30-minute conversation on the side and then put it up on primemediaplus.com. Tulu, are you a complainer?
Hi, Anel and the Club. I'm definitely a complainer, guys.
Okay. When was the last time you complained?
So I had asked my little brother and my little sister to go fetch my son and my nephew from school. And I was like, no, guys, I'm going to give you my card. After school, just take them to this place they like to go to for pizza and playing and whatnot. So when my little sister came back, I asked her, how was the service? She's like, it was so bad. And we were only like the only people there. But they took so long with the food. Even our drinks took long. Did I not take the phone and call? I'm like, hi, my little sister was there, this and that. I have a problem with you guys. You guys gave them such a bad service, and I'm not used to this type of service that you guys have given us. And the manager was like, I am so sorry. Please tell the kids to come again tomorrow, and I'll give them free pizza. I'm like, okay, good.
Tulu, you are so much of a complainer that you don't even have to be there.
I don't need to be there.
Complain remotely.
The way I complained, I was not there. No,
you just like Anele to the rescue. You know, this is you. Who you gonna call? Tulu Buster. Tulu.
Anele and the Club on 947.
We're talking complaining. You go somewhere, you use a specific service, a supplier, and they don't do right by you and how much you think you deserve and you've paid for the service. Want to know, are you a complainer or are you just one of those people who sits there and lets the nail technician do your nails? You're like, I said oval and now this is coffin shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you're waiting till, because some people say, I won't complain in the moment because they don't want the confrontation face to face. So you'll wait, and then with your nails, you'll wait till you're home. And
then write a complaint. Oh no, I deal with it immediately. I am ASAP as soon as possible. And the reason we're talking about this, there's a play venue in Johannesburg. To you who are asking me on Twitter, please can we send you the video of this woman threatening to thump someone? We can't just yet because it's at the High Court. But believe you me, as soon as a judgment occurs, we're going to have both parties in here.
Yeah.
They've pretty much both agreed that they both come in here and we're just going to discuss. We're like, hey guys, what's happening? Maybe we might even get a better verdict than the courts. Who knows? But anyway, here's the little clip of the owner threatening to thump someone.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna thump you. Look at him. Just look at him. You think it's funny?
This is the owner of.
I'm gonna thump you. And this is why people don't complain, because they threaten to get thumped.
I complain in my head. The one time that I was vocal about this, because it hit close to home, was when I walked out of a shopping center and the plastic from the place that I bought from, it tore open and my wine fell out. And I was just like, not my wine. I put up a scene because we're like, no, you're already out of the store, but it's your plastic that dropped my wine. That's the only time I complain.
So I'm a complainer if I know for sure I'm not wrong. It's so embarrassing to complain about something and then you end up being the one who's wrong.
There's an even worse type of person, the one that comes to your place, complains about something, you apologize for that something. This same person keeps booking the place in future and complains every time about the same thing.
No.
Maybe you should change something then. That's why they come back, to make sure that you guys are listening to the complaints. Mips, good morning.
Hi team, first time on radio. How you guys doing?
Welcome. Okay, Mitz, are you a complainer?
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I will not leave things just there. I will go to the highest of highest. With all due respect, I mean, I don't need to talk to the angels if I can talk to God directly. So I'm most definitely a complainer.
Wow, so you go straight to the top, huh?
Definitely.
Okay.
Some time ago, I took my car to a car company for, there was a part that was broken and everything. The guy called me the Saturday morning saying to me, okay, this is the price. It's going to cost like 6,000 rand. But he had a bit of an accident. They drove my car into a pole. The whole back of my car was gone. So I was not happy. I went there, I took my son with, and my son was jumping in between me and this manager because I just wanted to hit him. When I saw my car, I went ballistic. And anyway, so he told me, no, one of his staff members accidentally drove the car into the pole, but they will see what they can do. Eventually, I went to Hello Peter. I didn't just leave it there. I went to the CEO. I got everyone involved. They fixed my car for free. I got a courtesy vehicle. End of story. I will never, ever make use of them again. But turns out the manager said to me it was one of his staff members, and it just turned out that it was the manager himself that drove my car into a pole.
You see now.
And he got fired.
Okay,
so he got a disciplinary and he was fired.
Yeah,
but I will never make use of them again.
And that's the thing. Don't lie. Do you know what I find when you complain, and be it at a restaurant or at the airport or whatever, as soon as someone is there to say, we're sorry, we're wrong, let's fix it, then everything, it's like the heartburn goes away, Gavascon. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everything is just fine. But as soon as you see that they're trying very hard to cover themselves, protect each other, I've called a place where I'm like, can I please speak to the manager? And then they put another person who's not a manager, but like a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that, Gemnaga babes, because trust me, by the time I ask you to speak to a manager, I already have the owner's number. I just want to see like how much accountability you guys are going to take for this.
Exactly.
Many times people have tried that. Oh, it doesn't work with me. I don't speak to the angels when I can speak to God.
It goes straight to the top.
Lindsay, wrapping it up for us. Are you a complainer?
I was a complainer until I learned my lesson. So I always used to complain on Hello Peter about everything, literally everything. And then this one time I complained about this financial institution that I always used to borrow money from. And then they started refusing to give me money. So I went on Hello Peter and I went on a rant about how I've been a loyal customer. I'm always borrowing. And now all of a sudden they've changed their terms and conditions and whatnot. And then a few years down the line, I decided to Google myself. And I realized all my Hello Peter complaints come up when you Google my name.
Oh, so
that's
you are known as
something
the
to-
master complainer in the universe.
Yeah. So just Google yourself. If you put complaints on Hello Peter, they're definitely all there.
Yeah, this is a thing because remember, you're complaining, but it's public, right? And same with
Yeah,
Facebook. Same with
yeah.
if you often Google your
Yeah.
name, you'll see, oh, you complained in 2004.
Yeah, because they wouldn't give you money.
And then now you go for a job application and then
And-
they Google
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And they're like, we don't want to hire her. She's a lot of
Exactly.
trouble, this one, hey?
Anele and the club on 947.